Howdy y'all. Don't know why I said that. Hey guys, so I am coming on here today for a quick little quarantine catch up. It's been officially a month since we went into a sort of lockdown. That first announcement was made on the 12th of March, so in 2 days it'll have been a month. But I'm just gonna chat to you about how I'm finding it, things that I'm doing. I also have a drawing that I want to finish, so I'm going to try draw and talk, kill two birds with one stone. But I don't know if I have the attention span to be able to actually do that, to draw and talk. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to concentrate on both. But I guess we'll soon find out. Also, I'm sitting at this tiny kids table because I meant to get the big one from the shed, but there was loads of cobwebs and there was a bee in there, so I just grabbed the first one I saw, and it turns out it's literally not even up to my knee, so I might look really awkward sitting here. We're gonna just get into it, I suppose. This is my drawing so far. The exposure is pretty high on the camera right now, so you can't really see it in that much detail, but it's a picture of two guys at a picnic. It's the cutest photo I've ever seen in my life. Two guys at a pride picnic, I think, and they're both just eating their sandwiches, and they have these balloons that say glad to be gay. Oh my god, it's the most precious photo I've ever seen. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna draw that, because I literally haven't drawn since leaving cert, which was like 2.5 years ago or something. And I was like, yeah, I'll draw that. Turns out this much has taken me 8 hours so far, I think. So yeah, it's very time consuming. So it is. You can definitely see that I haven't drawn in a long time. The guy on the right's head is massive, and then the guy on the left, his hand is like a baby's hand. Okay guys, I've been interrupted for about the last half hour to an hour. I honestly don't know, it felt like a lifetime because my brother came out and he wouldn't leave, but I had to print off a little reference photo. So I'm just going to work from that. I'm just going to try do the little objects at the front because I have the two people pretty much done. Like, I'm not going to do anything else with them. Let's see if I can actually multitask this. I'm not sure if I will be able to. So yeah, coronavirus. To be honest, like, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be in terms of the lockdown. I've actually been pretty okay. Yeah, it's a bit rough not being able to go out or do anything. But there's only been 2 or 3 days where I felt like really low. Well, not really low, but like felt like, oh my god, get me out of here. Can't do this anymore. That kind of stuff. And I find that the days that happens, it's days that I don't do anything or that I'm like on my phone all day. So that's one reason why I started drawing again, because I was like, oh, fuck it, might as well do something with my time. Also, I bought a book. I already have 2 books that I haven't finished reading, but I just needed something. Number one, I needed something fiction. 2 of my books that I have, one is fiction, but it's in Spanish. And I just needed something easier to read that I didn't have to concentrate so much on. So I bought a book. I think it's called Fried Green Tomatoes in the something cafe, Whistle Stop Cafe, something like that. I usually don't like books that are based on, I was going to say the olden days. It's like the 1920s or something. I usually wouldn't be that into those kind of books. Like, I'm a very plain reader, but I'm really liking it. The characters are so cute in it. I would recommend it if you are looking for something kind of uplifting to read. But having said that, I'm not even halfway through yet, so I don't know if it's uplifting the whole time. It's nice to like just sit in the sun and read because, honey, in Ireland we are getting spring weather at the moment. As you can see today, it's a beautiful day. One of the days I literally it was a day that I was having a really bad day. I literally just sat outside for like an hour and a half or 2 hours and read, and instantly just felt so much better. The weather is really helping with that, but then of course there's the same thing of like, when there is nice weather, you want to be hanging out with your friends, you want to be going out and going to a park and like doing that kind of stuff. But it actually, I find it makes isolation a lot better as well, because you can just spend some time outside. And I have a lovely garden, I'm very lucky, and the birds come and they like bathe, and I love watching them in their little baths. And we have loads of cats that pass through here as well, and I like watching them too. So it's just really nice when the weather's nice and stuff. And as well, my house is in a really nice location in that there's a lot of scenic routes kind of around us. We're only allowed 2 kilometers radius of our house, but I kind of live on a country road, and if I go out that country road, there's loads of horses, and the sheep have just had their lamb. Oh my god, you know the way the plural of sheep is sheep? Is it lambs or lamb? Let's find out. So yeah, out that way, like it's a lovely kind of country road, lots of nature, and then out the other way there's like a lake with swans and ducks, so it's really nice to go out walking and running. I try to exercise as much as I can, but well, not as much as I can because I can exercise every single day, but I don't. Yeah, I always feel so much better after I go for a run, but the thoughts before it are just rough. So I go I'd say about every 3 days or something. I'd probably go out, but then I'll try and go for a walk or do something else the other days. But I definitely don't exercise every day. I do not do that. I have also been a slave to online shopping. Oh my god. But it's all except for one thing I think have been from Depop, and then the other thing was a skateboard deck to hang on my wall. Like, it's so random. Like, I'm buying the randomest things that I would never buy. Well, I would buy, but it's just like, oh, I need something to do. I spent a full day designing a skateboard deck that I got custom made so I could hang it on my wall. Like, it's so cool. I love it, but like, why? Why did I do that? I need to delete Depop because I am obsessed. When I'm on my phone, I spend as much time on Depop as I do on Instagram or anything. I could spend hours just browsing and browsing and browsing, and I'm always going to find something that I want. And I've been telling myself to delete it for ages, but every time I go to delete it, I'm like, okay, I'll delete it after I just ask about this one t-shirt or this one thing. And then while I'm asking about that one thing, I find another thing that I wanted. I'm like, oh no, I'll delete it after this, after I buy this. And then, yeah, so I still haven't gotten around to deleting it, but I will at some stage. I need to, because I don't need to buy the things that I'm buying. This is an opportunity to save so much money. And yeah, I just need to like chill with Depop. I still haven't downloaded TikTok. I did really consider it the other day on like a lower day. I was like, oh my god, I need to do something. I should just start TikTok, because I had like some ideas and I was like, oh, maybe they would make good TikToks, but I really don't want to give in. I really don't. I'm being stubborn, but I think it's a good stubborn. I usually draw with grids on the image because it just makes it so much easier to get it accurate, but I was drawing from my laptop, which had the grids on it, and then I just printed this off and there's no grids on it, so I'm not sure if this part of the photo is going to go as well as the other parts, but it's kind of okay because it's only 2 bags and 2 balloons, so I guess they don't really have to be that similar or nothing. But yeah, it is a lot harder to get right without your grids. I've actually not been watching as much TV as I thought I would. I literally thought that I would have finished every series on Netflix by now. When I'm watching a show, like when new episodes come out, for example, Money Heist and Elite, I was limiting myself to 1 episode a day, and even with Elite, I didn't even watch 1 episode a day. I stretched it out over maybe 2 weeks or something. Money Heist, oh my god, it's killing me. I'll be watching the last episode today, and oh my god, it's so good, but so tense. And Killing Eve back this Sunday, that is going to give me life during quarantine. But I had a dream the other night that she was living in my house with me, and we were like friends, but she was trying to kill me as well, so I was just kind of living on edge. I was like, oh, does she want to be friends today or does she want to kill me today? Like, that's kind of how the dream was going, and it was so unsettling. I was having a few anxious dreams there, even though I don't really feel anxious. Subconsciously I must as well. At the start I was waking up at like 5 or 6 in the morning all the time, and now I'm getting up at about 8 or 9, so that's a lot nicer. It just feels a lot more boring, like when you're up and no one else is up, and then you kind of run out of things to do for the day because you've been awake for so long. And then I always wanted to nap during the day. This is actually not as hard as I thought it would be, drawing and talking at the same time, but I feel like I'm not really talking to the camera that much, so apologies about that. I'm trying to think what other bits have been going on. This is like, my friend called me yesterday, she was like, any news? I was like, hardly. Like, obviously we have no news. We're not doing anything. Something that's really helped me a lot to not hate my life during quarantine is having a to-do list. And I know it's so basic, but honestly guys, if you are not doing it, just every morning make yourself a little to-do list. It doesn't have to be anything mad. You don't have to write a novel. I see everyone is like giving out about people who say take this time to like do that thing you've never done before, and they're like, fuck off, I just want to sleep. But for me, it has made me feel a lot better if I actually do something useful. It could be as simple as like making your bed, or cleaning your room or putting out the washing or anything that's not just sitting, you'll feel so much better. And if you do want to write your novel, write your fucking novel. Now is the perfect time. I literally wrote a song the other day because I have this dream of just releasing one EP. Not even releasing because I wouldn't sing. Making one EP just so that I'd done it. And I wrote a song the other day that I actually like, but I haven't put it into Ableton or anything like that and made it like proper. Like, imagine if you could just say like, oh, I wrote this and I actually really like it. It's a song that I would actually listen to. Like, that'd be so cool. Now, I'm not saying it will be that, but I'd love to try and get it to be. Also, so far, I have stuck to my aim to make it more YouTube videos. I've been giving myself one a week. Not that anyone's watching them. It would be nice to be making videos that I was proud of. Not that I'm not particularly proud of the ones that I'm making. They're still basic. I mean, what can you do when you're locked up? I'm enjoying it, I guess. Yeah, I'm still enjoying making them and stuff. So hopefully whoever is watching them enjoys it as well and appreciates the effort. But sure listen. What else would I be doing during this time? You know what I'm really excited about? The 12th of April this year has so many good things going on for it. It's Easter Sunday and Killing Eve is back, but the fact that it's Easter Sunday is actually more significant to me than it has probably ever been, because I did Lent this year and I've kept it. I haven't broken it once. I did it last year and I think I broke it twice, but I have not broken it once this year, and I am just so excited to dig into like a fat brownie. It's going to be spectacular. I honestly cannot wait. But you see, the thing is, I want to bake something, but I don't bake. And then obviously, yeah, Killing Eve, can't wait for that. I'm thinking I'm going to do reaction videos to this season because I love watching other people's reaction videos to TV shows especially. So I am hopefully going to bring the first episode, a reaction to the first episode out after this weekend, so next week I guess, hopefully. To my surprise, I actually ended up finishing the drawing, and the bits I did today are definitely by no means that great. To be honest, I just kind of wanted it done because I want to start something else and not be doing this drawing anymore. That was my 1 month update, basically. Let me know how you're all getting on, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.